Salut tout le monde! Merci à ceux qui se joignent à moi. Thanks for the ones who are joining. I have a new music and microphone setup. Don't hesitate there to tell me if there's anything going on, anything weird with the setup there. I'll gladly change it up and fix it. Si jamais il y a de quoi là, qui marche pas ou qui fonctionne pas comme qu'il faudrait, là, gênez-vous pas, puis parlez-moi dans le chat, là, je vais changer ça pour que ça arrange tout le monde. Bon, parfait. J'allais changer la tune parce que je l'aimais pas trop, mais ça s'est fait tout seul. Alright. So today, I'll be sculpting a Snowball from Rick and Morty, formerly known as Snuffles. So, okay, let's get started. First, I'm gonna add my reference images. I should have done that maybe before. Sorry about that, but okay, let's go ahead and add them. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, do not want to hide the camera. Make it a bit bigger. Let's put it right here. Okay, great. So I wanted to do this guy because in the show. So in the show, he he becomes sentient because of one of Rick's failed experiments, and then it decides that he wants to take over the world with his canine buddies. So first off, avant de tout commencer, je vais me trouver un matériel de sculptage là, qui me plaît, parce que déjà là, celle-là. Peut-être placer la lumière aussi comme il faut. Je vais la chercher. Hey. On va chercher ici. Et voilà. Ok, parfait. Bon, maintenant pour le matériel. Peut-être aussi la couleur parce que c'est un peu pâle. That's a bit pale for my taste. Let's go ahead and paint. And how about a stomp? Nope, a stomp. There we go. Okay, that's a bit bluish. It's not supposed to. Okay. So that's actually going to disappear on the stream. See, now that I might be able to work with. Maybe put the light a little less strong. Okay, perfect. Alright, so let's get started. This is a Snowball. First off, I might actually bring the volume down. The music is a bit loud in my ears, not on this stream. I don't know if it's in this stream it's good or not there, but in my ears it's too fond of the music either. It's set to groovy. Let's set it to chill. I think that'll be best. Chill, no vocals. Let's do it. Yeah, already I'm liking this a lot better. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get sculpting. quantity. I think I didn't choose the right shape, so I'm going to go ahead and this guy's got a very cylindrical build, so let's go ahead and erase this. There we go. Set it to add. Okay, so perfect. Perfect. So he's got a very simple build. Face-wise, it's really just two spheres, one on top of another. Let's move. And this one, if I get there, you know what? Let's go ahead and actions. Yeah, decrease. This is crazy. Okay, there we go. Especially when you start off a sculpt, you want the resolution. You don't want that resolution too high because it can really slow your PC down. Okay, this one. See, yeah, that's way too much. Let's go bring it down. Bring it down. See, so that's gonna be way more workable for what I need it. Okay, perfect. Bring down the strength too. Interesting kind of chin feature here. Okay, I'm already happy with this one, so let's just put this right here. Maybe even a bit bigger. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Okay. So this is by far one of my favorite episodes. I believe this was from the first season. It was a really good one. Ok, des gens pour rajouter là. Peut-être les joues. Quelqu'un qui se connaît en anatomie canine pour me corriger. Sort of cheeks. Let's commencer par ça. C'est cette race-là aussi, là. Je pense que c'est bichon frisé, là. It's got this really, like, simple face construction. Really, like, perfect kind of shape for this dog character. Okay. Encore une fois, merci à tous qui sont là. Si jamais j'avais des questions aussi sur le processus là, gênez-vous pas. pas juste si vous voulez parler là. I am alone inside my computer screen, so you know, I'll be shy. Sounds like quasiment. This character almost kind of looks like a younger version of Tintin's dog. See already? Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let's add the nose. Nope. There we go. Yeah, that looks about right. Maybe soften it a bit. Okay. Such a really cute snout. You can't hate this guy, you know, even if he wants to enslave the human race and control, dominate the world. It's just, he's just Snowball. He just wants to know where his balls went. You know, where are my balls? Morty, where are they? It's, in the in this show too, he gets he builds the robot actually and is able to there we go. Just trying to close the gap. Able to control the robot so that it speaks for him. So he has a kind of like this Alexa voice going on. It's super funny. So that just does not look like what we want. Perfect. Okay. So see. Okay. See, now that's perfect. I didn't like there that they weren't joined. So you know, I went a bit too. There we go. You know what? He does have kind of a small space to him actually. Let's just leave it like that for now. It's not working. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now maybe some eyes on this guy. Circle, continuous, no, actually single, perfect. Okay. Give him some nice little eyeballs. See, there we go. See, so it's starting to look like something. So, and as always, you want to name your layers at first, just so you don't get mixed up. So eyes, let's go for nose. merge these two together, because that's going to be the head shape. Perfect. So, and already, even, no, let's say this. So already, if I look at my sketch, it's not too bad. Tool, and you want to we don't want that mouth, brow. Merge the brow with the head at this point. Maybe even the mouth. Maybe give him some little eye bags actually. So duplicate this, make it bigger. On top, actually. Yeah, see. Why can't you just imagine him asking where his balls are? There go, some nice little eyebrows for this buddy, you know. Those eyes just need a friend. Check it out. Go ahead and add his ears. Save, always remember to save. Play. Go ahead with this bad boy again. Oh, actually, no, yeah. Let's go with the cylinder. Perfect. Okay. Move. Just really well. General silhouette down of those ears, because they are going to be covered by a helmet. You know, he is in his giant mech suit, so let's go ahead and merge that with the head. this. So I'm actually going to part them a little bit. Just because I'm going to new layer. Actually, make some sort of lip for him. Bear with me, so. Perfect. Some bottom lip. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. It's a bit too much chin. So already there, I feel like I can merge that. Ça, je vais pouvoir aplatir ça avec la tête. Parfait. Puis là, I'm gonna do to keep that silhouette. Parce que là, tu peux voir son nez. Son nez n'est pas très avancé. So let's go ahead and make a new layer. Like that. So what if I was just gonna take the existing mouth the snout. So, Snuffles is starting to look pretty good. Try one last time to add those cheeks beside him. Let's actually start with the cylinder because there's some sort of form missing here. So maybe if it's more like a mustache type deal. Oh, see, now I had all active, all layers active. think, you know, so there we go. So I don't want to speak prematurely, but you know, I think we got the base of Snuffles. Let's go ahead and add his body. Okay. Actually, maybe start with saving. Oh, it's very important. So now, actually, yeah, that's what I thought. This is it. Perfect. So we have all the heads selected together. Now let's go for the body. Actually, for the body, you can probably go with cylinders. It's actually the same construction as his head. It's been repeated, so it's a bit too bulky there. Okay, and actually, new layer. Got a front butt. Okay. You know, let's actually make this bigger. Jesus, we're not making Jabba the Snuffles, so just make it smaller. There we go. Perfect. Move. Actually lock the head in because we want to be able to move everything except for the head. So, yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. And he has, you know how dogs have that kind of chest? So we're going to go ahead and select this and duplicate. What? Maybe not even duplicate, just add a new layer, and then I'm going to go in with that cylindrical form. La forme cylindrique que j'aime beaucoup. Celle-là ici. Elle est même. Active layers only. Ça va pas être des pectoraux, mais ça va être le genre de poil là, que les chiens ont en dessous du en dessous de la tête, là, du menton, que je voulais dire. Okay, c'est sûr que là, pour le moment, là, ça va avoir de l'air. Ensuite, on va aller mettre ces trois ensemble. Ah, la symétrie est activée. I was going along to try and smooth out the other side, and symmetry is activated. Merci beaucoup, Tantlin. Attendez, là. C'est ça. Moi, je m'assure aussi de rester dans le area qui est filmé, là, sometimes. perfect. Let's go ahead and merge those. New layer. Ouais, là on va rajouter ses pattes sur le bord de lui. On va sauver aussi. Ça fait un bout. Let's go ahead and save. Let's go out. Je pense quand même, I think it's his body's looking a bit big compared to his head, so to go and check that. There we go. Perfect. Nope. So these arms here. You know how the arms kind of come around from the front of a dog, so I really want to. You know, not to make him look too muscular there, but yeah. Perfect. Then let's go ahead with the legs. Now I wonder if I can actually just duplicate these bad boys. You know, this might actually work. You know, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this music there. Sorry for those who feel the same. Some rough dog anatomy down. So. Let's see those pats. Okay. So it's, you know, it's already starting more because you can really see that he's hanging on. So it's going to be even better once he's in that robot. So let's actually add layer clay. So weird. Hopefully it won't look too much there like bunny legs, but we don't want those feet to be all alone. Now do we? So just go ahead and there we go. Give his feet some nice little friends. So already you can see that. And you know, it seems like my overlay Perfect. So got Snuffles down. Go ahead and save. And I do want to, yeah, I'm happy with this posing, so let's go ahead and merge the legs. Name them as such. There we go. All layers need a name. Perfect. These bad boys are to here. This to arm. Perfect. And then maybe actually name the body as well. Clear. Perfect. Let's go ahead and save this little buddy here. Make sure we don't lose him. And actually, I'm just gonna take a quick second to go into my program real quick. Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys can see the whole model there. See, like now you can't see through the reflection of it like you guys could beforehand. So this is what Snuffles looks like for now. He's looking pretty good. Only a half an hour in. I'm pretty happy with that because I was scared that I wouldn't get to the robot. Seeing as the robot's the cool part, well, you know, you kind of want to do the robot. So I'm gonna merge. Keep that here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go see if my eyes are separated from the rest. Okay. I think I want to make those eyes a bit bigger. So I think, you know, maybe just a bit bigger, but if I want to change them afterwards, I will. So here's Snuffles. There we go. Nice little Snuffles. Now I'm gonna have to build his, start building his robot. Perfect. So actually, same thing. Oh wow, those legs. There we go. Okay. Save here. That is good. Now, seems I forgot to name this bad boy. Okay. Arm. Alright. Perfect. And then let's... Eesh, wow, that is very, very detailed geometry. Let's just decrease that a little bit. Perfect. So now, that's not the fun part. Actually, just to make this more interesting, let's go ahead and color his eyes. Color them. Paint. Give it some nice little color. Perfect. Just, you know, for that cuteness factor. Metal. There we go. Perfect. Maybe even his nose. Nope. gray. Okay. Okay, so already, you guys can't see it too much there, but hardness, opacity. Just perfect. Cute little Snuffles here. Alright, let's make him a killer robot. Okay. Just perfect. So that way, see if I'm working on him, and then I just want his whole thing to his whole body to disappear, I can do that. Now let's get working on that. Okay. So first, I guess, start by the body. I'm actually looking at some primitives here, trying to start with some pre-made shapes. Okay, well, you have to select it. Jeez. Okay, so. Okay, perfect. Then just to make sure we're not gonna kill my computer, let's go ahead and, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, and then I believe that there's a trick. The move tool, do this inner radius, put that to 100. Whoa, wait a second. Okay, so if I set the inner radius to 100, yeah, I can kind of, so this is great for hard surface. So, you know, it's looking real messy right now, but it's just trying to get some rough shapes down. Occlusion and the shape down because it's really, there we go. Okay, that's better. And even some flatten here. So already, Snuffles is starting to look a bit more deadly, you know? Even if I want this to be, no, okay, perfect. Actually, let's go ahead and use some sort of more metallic paint, since we want to. Perfect. And then let's actually go ahead and play with that. Nope, metal, sure. There we go. Just so that we can see a difference between. I think I'm just gonna have to brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Maybe a bit too bluish. See what it'll read on the camera here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Great. Okay. So let's start with his little armrests. with some flatten. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking enough. There we go. Already you can kind of see that Snuffles is starting to have a chassis together. Perfect. Let's go ahead and add a new one. Clay. Okay, so this kind of crotch area. You know, this is actually the first time I do hard surface with medium. Really liking this move tool. Perfect. So I think he's gonna be one of my new friends. Let's go ahead and flatten this bad boy. Give this little dude some nice little hard edges. You know, not sharp. We don't want him edgy. We want just perfect. Actually, rotate that like this, so it kind of looks like he's sitting in it. Perfect. So again, thanks to the people watching. I know that you know, sculpting a Play-Doh dog at first wasn't the most interesting thing, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Perfect. So we have this chassis down. What I might do actually, like take this guy, duplicate it, simplify the layer. Okay, what's it look like? Okay. Let's just go ahead and flatten it. Try to get some a nice basic shape together so I can use it as a stamp. So maybe even you know, decrease. Okay, this is good. So, because you kind of want to be using repetitive shapes for this type of design, you know, just so that to give the character some sort of rhythm and recognizability. You want to reuse some shapes just to keep the viewer's attention. So I'm making a stamp of the back of his chassis, and I'm probably going to use that. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Then we want to stamp it. Perfect. New layer. So I'm trying to go off of I also was inspired by the designs in the third Matrix movie, which I know, you know, it's not as good as the first one, but it's definitely not the worst. probably. Already, you can see that this little dude's got a killer robot on his hands. Perfect. Now, so do you want to? Let's go ahead and name that clear. Merge this here, give them a nice little name. How about seat? Nope. Perfect. And chassis. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so legs or arms. You know, let's go ahead with his. This one won't work for that. Let's go ahead and try. So this is pretty good sheet mechanical. Let's see. Eyedropper this color here because for some reason it didn't stick. So. Yeah, see that's. Okay. We got his haunches down. Let's go ahead and create a new layer. So I kind of want, you know, this is actually perfect. So. This could actually be his arms too. So I have a little sketch of his arms going around at one point. So duplicate. All right, forgot that. Let's just layer. So first off. Did not select. Okay, perfect. Because his arms is actually just these two rods. Wait a second. So they're coming from stemming from the back here. Maybe smaller. and then just using the move tool. Perfect. It's not working. You know, actually, I think I want to add one of these in the back of the shoulders, but I think that can wait. So. That's too bad. Okay, you know, this just won't work, so we're gonna have to redo it again. His arms were too close. If I do it like that, yeah, see, that's already looking better. Perfect. Move it here, and then go ahead and select clay, create a new layer. This bad boy. Okay, okay, guys, come on, work with me. There we go. So, let's do this. So now my app is starting to jitter. Let's go ahead and save it before it all falls apart. There we go. On voit comment ça ressemble un peu à n'importe quoi là. La shape, mais ça sera pas l'affaire. Ça. Snuffles. Allez, souris. Parfait. Donc le bras là. Pour les jambes, I'm almost tempted to go ahead and use this as a stamp. That's interesting. Oh, wait a second. Actually, you want to take off the mirror. You know what? It's not that much of a good shape. Let's just keep rolling. So this is arms. So robot arms, I guess. Perfect. So it's gonna be haunches. that. Perfect. So, you know, that might be all I want to do on the robot, and maybe just get started on on va commencer sur son chapeau. Perfect. Okay, so let's keep always keep the symmetry on when you're moving it. Very important, or else you'll minimally kind of screw it up, just like I just did. So let's go select that part. Perfect. Let's make this guy a little bit bigger. Just make sure that it follows the concept. Maybe even duplicate it. Duplicate. Make that smaller. There we go. Just to fill up that space here. Perfect. And now even. So, the original chassis. So that means I can go ahead and add some gears there in the middle like that after a while. Perfect. So now there is one very important part of the design missing, and it's the helmet. So let's go ahead and go back to the head, and I'm going to add a new layer. Some clay. So I'm kind of liking this one. Perfect. And then always interesting how it didn't create the same kind of layer. Wait a second. So if I go here, new layer, bring that up to the head, and select it. Okay, I guess that's better. Again, might be too low res. See, okay, perfect. I am liking that. Let's go ahead and make sure that the color stays the same. So paint. Do I want to try with stop? There we go. Perfect. Okay, and even. So already. Okay, perfect. Now the top of his helmet. There we go. And then we can actually flatten the bottom there just so we can still see his face under there. Sorry. Perfect. So see, this is starting to look like Snuffles. So I did lump in the ears. Okay, well that's not my brightest decision, but let's go ahead and just make sure that his ears are getting squished by the helmet. Okay. Perfect. So already some nice little detail. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and add some plugs onto his helmet, like there were in the show. Take off mirror. We do want some sort of cable entry, so let's say this one's a pretty good one. So just reset the applicator, save. Very important. Okay. So in the design, he's got a big one right here, and some smaller ones. So we got a big one right here. And maybe even, because in this show, he has like 2 holes in his helmet, so while I have this one selected, why not go ahead and do that? And they are symmetrical, so nope. Not the new layer. Okay, I do want to select. Well, there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and erase that. This one here, bring that to the helmet. Let's rename that, not to get lost. Enter. Perfect. Okay. So we wanted to have some holes in his helmet. Let's go ahead and increase that. You know what? Make me even constrained to surface. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. Now that's good. So we got Snuffles' helmet down, and you know, I think I'm just gonna add some cables. Add a little bit of cables here and there, and I might go right off into detailing the character. So, helmet, add a new layer. Do I want these cables a bit lighter? There we go, and I do want to use the circle one. Sorry, the circle stamp to add, and then to continuous stroke, and then add some steady stroke, just to make sure that it keeps a very nice clean line while I'm drawing. Okay, there we go. So this is already, you know, and Snuffles. So I think Snuffles is starting to look pretty good. Perfect. I think those cables have enough friends. I think they do. Oh, I know what he's missing. He doesn't have his collar. Second. Play. So that's cables. Go ahead and name that. Perfect. Even maybe decrease resolution. Perfect. Save that. Oh yes, yes, yes. His collar. Perfect. So now just want to select the helmet so it creates a layer with the same properties as that. We'll go ahead and remove steady stroke. Set it at this angle, and then I will find a pre-made shape that kind of fits with the collar I want to give him. See, that was a helmet-sized one. Well, know that for next time. You know, this one might work. Set that to, also always very important, mirror. So it's gonna look a little bit wonky at first. Jesus, poor guy. For a second. Okay, great. And then just want to go ahead and flatten. Good, actually. Perfect. So, Snuffles has got his collar. Maybe add some, decrease that resolution a little bit. There we go. This will work. Okay, go ahead and save this again. Now his collar kind of has like, I don't want to say holes, but it does have divots that will have lights in them later. So it's just a good one to make some divots. Remove mirror, set it to erase again. So that didn't work. I'm on cables. Okay, that's why. Let's go ahead and select this one. Bring it up to here. Go. Okay. Put mirror back on. Perfect. So Snuffles is starting to look really well. We're coming on 1:15 here, so it's been about an hour. Go ahead and save. Perfect. So now the next thing that we'll be adding will be details. Probably details on Snuffles' yeah, so it's either going to be details on Snuffles' face, or I'm going to rework the geometry and clean up the geometry of the suit itself to get to a more finished robot. Maybe color some stuff, because already, see, the cables are looking a bit light. They're not separating from the rest of the shape. So if I go ahead and paint them a bit darker. Okay. Maybe even not dark enough. Wait a second. Yeah, there we go. And even, I'm gonna have to go look at some photos of his suit too, because if I recall, his suit was kind of bluish, which, you know, would be a problem, but maybe just make it lighter color-wise. So here you have Snuffles ready to take over the world, and I'm gonna go take a quick lunch break. Be back in around 15 minutes. Alright guys, thanks for joining. Merci là, au monde qui sont là. Je vais revenir dans une quinzaine de minutes là, pour continuer le suit, puis qu'on finisse ça. Okay, so I'm back. Juste de retour là, si vous permettez. I'm just gonna readjust the camera. Okay. Because every time. Ok, perfect. That's good. Alright. Donc, désolé pour le petit problème de son pendant que j'étais parti. Je pense que mon micro, my microphone might be a bit loud. I'm gonna bring it down just a tad. There we go. Ok, I think that's better. Je pense que ça c'est mieux. Ça fait du bien, un petit break, un peu de café, un peu de repas. On peut y retourner en pleine forme. Ok, perfect. Donc, là, quand on s'est laissé 15 minutes ago, on a pas mal fini ça. So it's looking really cool. So il y a bien l'allure le personnage. Fait que là, qu'est-ce que je vais faire? What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go add a bit more detail on Snuffles' face. You know, it's just on Snuffles' face. Add a bit of hair here and there, some spikes, and then I'm just gonna go solve there the Interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna go solve the color, finish up the geometry on the suit, because I did go look at some reference while I was on lunch, and notice there that the colors. Well, first of all, his suit is blue and he's got some lights and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. So I have a nice little mood board here of a reference there that I gathered. I'm just gonna blow that up. Put that up right there. Perfect. I think that's what was missing when I was. Okay, great. Okay. I also changed the music because, you know, I had to change the music for Facebook's music because Facebook was being a bit of a pain. Il arrêtait pas de muter des parties de mes vidéos. Kept muting parts of my videos for no apparent reason. So I was like, so I went ahead and used Facebook audio for this one. So I'm just double checking my geometry to see if there's some there that I could reduce, but it's looking pretty good, so perfect. Let's go ahead and start with the head. So bring it up a bit. So probably just gonna add some fur, so like that. So if I go to a new layer while having selected the head layer, it should give me the type of layer that I need. Add single. It's looking a bit metallic, so no biggie. What I'm gonna do is just, yeah, go ahead and select this, settings, save. So save the current settings of the material, select this guy again, and load it back in. So, well, Perfect. Move tool, so the inner radius is pretty big. Let's put that to 0. So, oh, I know what's different. It's the color. Okay, so, donc je vais juste aller sélectionner. Sélectionner le chien. Ils mettent la même couleur. Okay, parfait. Là, ça a plus d'allure. Okay, so let's get started. So now I just want to get a general fur shape that I'm going to duplicate. Un peu comme quand je faisais des cheveux à Rick là, en une semaine passée. So just get a general hair, maybe even reduce the geometry. A second. Okay, no actions. No, geometry is good. Okay. Let's see. So, I'm pretty happy with that, though. I did not press the symmetry, so I didn't create it I didn't create it on the other side either, so I'm just gonna hide that. Go ahead and add the layer underneath my head. There we go. Just like that. Put my mirror on, and then go ahead and proceed to adding some hair. So, and then so layer. So see, no, it's not increase. Guy. Ici. Là, je l'ai un peu ratissé là, sans changer la géométrie. On va juste augmenter la géométrie un petit peu. C'est la complexité de la forme. For some reason it's not symmetrical. Let me move this light here. There we go. Okay. So layer là, je l'aime pas bien. Je l'aime pas bien bien. Le poil que je viens de racheter, là, je vais le déliter. Layer, clay. Ça va être essayer de faire le poil là, qui est par-dessus ça lève. Déjà, ça ressemble un peu plus à un chien. It's already starting to look more like a dog and not like some sort of teddy bear. So that's good. Probably just go ahead and, to add some complexity, duplicate that layer, make this bigger, and then there we go. So again, increase. Sorry about that giant thing sticking out of his face. So, you know, maybe keep it there. Just move it. Okay. Again, when you remove there the symmetry, it's always important to put it back. So I think that's looking pretty good. And I think I just want to add more of that. Let's continue adding the hair for now. Let's go ahead and save it. And what I'm gonna do is actually select this, and this, and this. I'm gonna select all of them. Just merge it. Keep things simple. There we go. So. Actually, go on new layer. Make sure the symmetry's on, of course. So this is also the type of detail that you don't want to do too much with symmetry on, or you want to, you know, lay them out and then brush them with symmetry off, just to make sure that you have a bit of asymmetrical detail on your character, just to trick the eye into thinking that it wasn't made once and then duplicated, you know, so you have a bit more of a traditional feel almost. There we go. And maybe even, nope, not a new layer, but put that symmetry back on. Get that little dollop of hair. And so. You know, might have actually had to be a new layer. That's out. So even that there, I'll just go ahead and select it with the head and merge, and then go ahead and just smooth some of it out, some of it down actually. Perfect. So starting to look like something. Snowball. He's almost ready to take over the world. Now let's give his brow some little friends, because his eyes are looking lonely. Whoop. Okay. There we go. So let's go ahead and. So this is. Do I want to merge the mouth with the head? Maybe not yet. So let's just go ahead and new layer. Clay. Maybe I want to add the ones that are on the bottom of his chin to start. Okay. layer. So just like last week, I started with the primary shapes in the first half, and now I'm going more, you know, just adding some detail, adding some little forms on top, just to, nope. Okay, see, this is a really cool thing where it lets you kind of do pottery. I pressed it by accident, but you can see that it's a pretty neat feature. So, okay, let's go ahead and now I wanted to remove the mirror too. There we go. C'est juste pour pouvoir le coiffer là. Coiffer la moitié de ses cheveux différemment. Merci encore au monde qui sont là. Je suis vraiment content que vous passiez. Et voilà. On va ajouter le mirror. J'aime pas quand j'ai coiffé celle-là. Ça, c'est déjà ça, ça a plus d'allure. On va aller peut-être en rajouter une dernière. Je vais sauver encore là. Parfait. On peut aller sélectionner plusieurs formes, les mettre ensemble. Voilà, puis après ça, on peut aller même smoother là. Ok, maintenant pour aller au-dessus de ses yeux, ça c'est la tête. Mouth, actually, in English. It's not, you know, I can't speak both English and French, but having the layers named in both languages can screw things up for me in the long run. So, and I'm also going to go ahead to give my computer an easier time. Go ahead and there we go. And maybe those cables too. Interesting. Where are those cables then? Oh, cables are with the... That's true. With the helmet. There we go. Okay. So now we can work on Snuggles. Without the rest. Perfect. So I just want to go add some hair on his brow, some hair on his chest, maybe some little pity pats here and there. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I would like to continue the geometry on his suit. So, you know, I might actually go directly to work on the legs. Okay, great. So, about the geometry, that's looking good. Create a new layer. So, clay. So, it's not looking like much right now. Just bear with me in this funky music. Just to add some detail and some fur here and there. Select this guy. New layer. So again. A little bit of hair, this chest here. Okay, then I can even go and merge that with this one. Perfect. Feather that, so you know, just to give him some detail, so he's not looking like a. There we go. Oh, thanks guys. Merci, Mom and Manuel. So if you guys want to see the whole thing, there we go. Here is Snuffles. Alright, so. It's really coming together. C'est ça. Là, il y a le bout de poil par rapport. Go ahead and this dude right here. No. What is that dude? Perfect. Ok, that's what that is. Ok, ça fait partie du châssis. Donc, on va le mettre là. Perfect. So. Son casque. Peut-être un colorier. Les câbles plus foncés. Let's go ahead and just paint those cables again. For some reason it disappeared. Even darker. Let's go ahead. There we go. Perfect. Those patsy, they look looking kind of naked there. So let's go ahead and on those arms. New layer. Let's go ahead and color pick the color, of course. Clay. So, second. Okay. Interesting. Okay, perfect. Well, you know what? So let's go ahead and select these guys with the arms right here. Okay, here. Save current settings. We're gonna load save settings. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Specular. Okay, so it's really just the color then. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and fix up that geometry inside the robot. Let's go ahead and save, of course. Perfect. So I'm going to start with the shoulders. Here, so let me just place so you guys can see. Perfect. So the shoulders seem to be pretty clean cylinders in the show. Let's go ahead and make that a bit more interesting for this version. Shoulders, new layer. Let's go see if it created it correctly. Perfect. And maybe, what is it? The clay. So, and let's go ahead and search for primitive. That can get us a nice shape to start with. Something like this. So we want to go ahead and add maybe a bit more geometry. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. So like this. And already flatten it. Like so. So I don't know why it's not straight. Okay, perfect. So we want that. Can actually go ahead and make it bigger. Can we put it closer together? No. Only by making it smaller. Okay, so yeah, so that's looking good. So maybe even increase it. Okay. And so this is more of a kit bashing phase. I really just going to get some finished pieces. Je vais chercher des bouts qui sont un peu plus finaux. Puis je viens de les rajouter par-dessus les formes là, pour rendre ça plus propre. Ok. Ça laisse l'air pas pire là, pour cette botte ici. Cette botte là ici. Et voilà. Really the best kind of cheating. Okay. Alrighty. Ça met ça en même temps, tu regarder, tu vois, ça a une forme là. We want to keep the shapes believable, so now I can even go ahead. Put that underneath the shoulders. And then the shoulders, I can either flatten it, or I'm gonna just move it back. There we go. And even some flatten here and there. Perfect. So see, that's looking a lot better. Maybe add a shape here. It's gonna go ahead and close up those shoulders because there's gonna be some light fixtures in there. If I'm going off of the design. So let's go ahead and go back to the added parts. So usually I'll have one layer with the sketch shape, and then I'll have one layer with those clean forms that I'm adding on top. Maybe this guy. How about like this? Actually, they're gonna be like this. Yeah, see, that's looking good. Okay, so. Perfect. So even maybe the back. No, it's not really important. Wait a second. Just cap on this side here. Perfect. And then go ahead and close that shape that's in the middle. If I can add some sort of texture there. Yeah, see, that's pretty cool. So I want to go ahead and increase the geometry. That's good for that. Let's go ahead actually and erase some parts of this guy, just so that, yeah, just so you have place for the wires to go. Perfect. So now. So I'm gonna go work on this top shape here, which is also, is it part of the shoulders or part of the, that's part of the chassis. Okay, so let's go ahead and select that chassis, merge all of that together. Perfect. So I kinda wanna, I haven't had time to set up the overlays necessarily either, but what I was thinking what I was thinking of doing was having a third overlay that I could use when I'm adding, you know, the final details of the shape and everything, just so you guys can see what's going on, because you can't get really the full picture when I'm working in detail like this. So that back too. So instead of adding on this shape, I'm actually just removing for the moment. Maybe gonna add some parts afterwards. Let's see, so I'm just cleaning it up. There we go. Because it was looking a bit messy. Better. Perfect. What is it? Oh, really ahead of schedule. Okay, so gonna go ahead and add a layer on this bad boy. New layer. And some ships. And one thing as well is you don't want to go too crazy on the added shapes that you're using, because the more shapes you use, the more muddled the design becomes. So what you want to keep kind of using the same stamps over and over, just to give some consistency to the overall design. So see, now I'm just going to use the part I used for the shoulder again. So I'm going to use it differently and with a bit more geometry as well. This. Perfect. And now I can do that same trick that I did last time. Just flatten it down. Okay, that's not working. Flatten it down. Like this. Perfect. Now add some clay. Okay. Was it this one? Nope, not this one. This guy. Okay, great. So. Just to try to keep this robot believable. Just trying to get those sharp reflections from all angles, because it's going to make that paint over process that much cleaner. So already, let's see, I want to look around is that top part. So perfect. Let's go ahead and save. And then I can actually just, yeah, so I'm gonna use this guy like so. Okay. Perfect. Maybe even the bottom. Just it's starting to look pretty cool. I can't wait to get into Photoshop. This is such a cool dude. Here I am. State-of-the-art system, and I'm like, oh, I want to go back to that program that's been here. That was invented like 20 years ago to finish it up. So just get a bit of detail on that back part. Maybe add even a bit of geometry. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's not looking good. So maybe here actually. Yeah. concept of this robot, or any other robot too, is that you got those plates that go on top, and then underneath, you know, underneath of the cleaner plates, you have those inner workings that are usually they're a bit darker, and you can see all the wires and buttons and stuff. Perfect. So that's looking good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the geometry on the arms, because I think the chassis is pretty much, you know, it's looking quite done. If I go ahead and bring this back, chassis. So it's this guy. Okay, cool. Go back to the move tool and select the basic shape just to move some of it out of the way. I think it's the shoulder, actually. What shape is it that's giving me attitude? Okay, so it's the new parts. Oh, it's parts that haven't been. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and actually... This duck music. There we go. So that song's finished. Might have to listen to my girlfriend and make my own music for these streams. Yeah. Perfect. So starting to look pretty dangerous. Let's go ahead and work on those arms now. So we're gonna actually delete these guys because they look horrible. Go ahead and choose some new. Okay. Add, of course. Again. So I want to go here. New layer. Underneath the arms, robot arms. There we go. Okay. Keep them selected. So yeah, the geometry is going to be pretty horrible. Let's go ahead and increase. Save. Very important, especially at this stage when you're adding in your final details. You don't want to lose anything. So, let's see. You know, maybe a bit too much geometry. Let's go ahead. There we go. Okay. As long as it looks like some sort of rod, I'm gonna be happy. Okay, so I'm gonna not move because perfect. You know, I don't think I agree with this part of the design, actually. Maybe it should be just one bigger rod. How about this guy? Ooh. So this type of thing. Yeah, you know, that's already looking better. Nope, robot arms. Select those. Erase. Nope. This guy. Okay, perfect. remove some of that space. Okay, perfect. Let's see, so already it's looking a bit more interesting. Then you can add some of this guy on top, just to keep that hard surface feel. There we go. Give it some tricep. Yeah, it's looking a bit bulkier. I think I'm liking it a lot better. Perfect. Actually, let's go ahead and erase, because what if some of this casing was empty and you had like tons of cables or something? Or actually, probably some sort of rod, keeping it like the original design. Okay, so I know this. Okay, so yeah, this kind of piston kind of thing. Let's go ahead and set it to add, make it a bit smaller. You know what, probably even a new layer. Actually, it's probably going to be here. Yeah. There we go. We want that robot to make sense. And probably have one like this as well. So, here. Okay, great. Now let's go work on... Oh, wait. Actually, set this to erase. Perfect. See, just making a hole in there. So I think the point of it too is going to be to finish that arm there that's looking real janky, and then I'm going to duplicate it, use it as a stamp for the legs. So probably even, yeah, so I'm going to use that as a stamp for the legs. Just trying to see if my mic isn't too loud. You know, a mic that's not loud enough, that's fine. I can live with that. A mic that's too loud, that's annoying people, I might be a bit more shy about that. Okay, great. So, robot arms, these guys. You know, I might just keep that layer like that. And, yeah, I did want to use this one. So. Oh, it's on the same layer. It's the pistons. That's the detail. Okay, so. See something like that, and then you want to go ahead and flatten. Or, you know what, even simpler. Clay, get that square in here. Nope. Go ahead and choose the square. Come on, don't you want my friend? There we go. Erase it, single, and then you just want to. There we go. Perfect. So, and I also want this shape to kind of work. That's no good. I like that. Okay, great. So go ahead and save, of course. And then choose this guy over here. Set it to add, of course. Place the applicator. Choose an arm and go ahead and move it just out of the way. Probably even just a quick flatten. So already the arm's looking kind of cool. So I'm probably going to use this one for the hand, but maybe this guy. Move. Okay, maybe put the inner radius to. Perfect. Play. Okay. This guy right here. So, and then probably I'm going to create some indentation. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool for the hand. So let's go ahead and add a new layer and add the fingers. Pistons, because and he does also have a thumb. Because this dog's giving himself opposable thumbs through his robot. So. There we go. And then I do want to... Okay, well. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, great. So now I might go add a bottom leg on this guy. So let's just... I'm trouble rotating. So, looking pretty cool. Looking pretty cool. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and start. You know, I might actually go and change this music up a bit. So there is this cinematic music. Let's go ahead and try that. Snuffles, let's see. Dramatic. Let's see what that is. Or inspirational? Wait a second. How about some horror music? Okay, that I like. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that's better. Alright, so I wanted to... Okay, save. So robot arms is done. Legs, perfect. Let's go ahead and add a layer there. Kind of sounds like a Tim Burton movie. Hopefully it's not driving away viewers. Okay. Maybe even... Okay, well... Kinda, yeah, okay. No. Okay. New layer. 58th robot arms. Where's the haunches? Okay, perfect. See now, if dogs were taking over the world, this is clearly what would be playing. Some creepy stuff. Okay, so there's a cat up on my desk. Hopefully, I can hear him, I can't see him. Hopefully he's not tossing the camera on the floor. Already. So. Okay, so let's actually go and get the piece that I used for the top of the leg. Okay, I'm almost out of my bounds here. Where is that? Oh, okay, there we go. There we have it. Okay, great. No, maybe more like, you know, I'm just gonna do it on this side. Or just reset the applicator. So yeah, definitely when I'm at the detailing phase, I think I'll make a second overlay. So that is Snuffles taking over the world. Let's go ahead and finish up this second leg here. Select that, create a new layer, and probably set it to erase, just to carve out, oh, well, just to carve out some pieces. Oh, and it's not on mirror. Wait a second. Okay, great. So, probably even here, because we want the rotating piece, probably like this one on the arm, that's going to be helping the leg hinge forwards and backwards. So let's go ahead actually and select that piece right here and set it to add. Perfect. So, okay, like this. Maybe actually put it here on the new layer, increase the resolution. Maybe even a little bit more. Okay. See, yeah, that's cool. Perfect. So probably add this piece is looking a little messy, so this guy, yeah, this guy here. So maybe just to clean up this edge right here, and then go ahead and add some sort of clean shape for the divot. Oh, well, I guess not. See, so that's pretty cool. And then since we had that shape, pardon me, since we had that shape for the fingers, why don't we just go ahead and add that shape for the feet as well. So new layer, because I'm gonna add his feet, and then I think I'm gonna get to, okay. Okay, there we go. See, so that's also the difference. The trouble with VR, you just want to make sure to add, you know, might even on a plane. Okay. Interesting. Maybe remove the plane. Okay, so just. Actually, yeah, that's looking perfect. Okay, great. Maybe add some sort of heel to the leg, because it's got to have something to stand on. So sorry if I just keep flinging my arms there and nothing happens. It's just that program's not working with me. All right. Yeah, perfect. Just fill in that shape here. Great, so yeah. So what I think we're gonna do now actually is color in, no, probably just add some lights on the character. So I just go ahead and create a new layer. First of all, I'll save. There we go. Sorry about that. Just stretching out a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, great. So, go. Just a simple circle will do. Okay, so just add the circle as reference. Actually, let's go ahead and make it smaller. So let's go ahead and add the one in his collar first. So, just so I can see better. So here, and this is gonna be pretty cool. Okay. So it's still there. Go ahead and settings, emissive, which means that it's gonna emit some sort of light. So strength, maybe if it already was. So in the show, stop, I guess, if I'm able to select it correctly. In the show, it's blue, but I think I'm gonna put this one like a greenish white. There we go. Perfect. So go ahead and make it a bit stronger. So, oh, I think for us to want to see what it's doing, I think we're gonna need to put bloom on. So give me a second. Let me just prepare for this. Go ahead and save. Okay, it's saved. Let's go ahead and put bloom on. Okay, and then select. So this is the, okay. see. There we go. Now this is gonna look like a light. Maybe make it a bit greener. It's like pretty palish green. So there we go. Okay, cool. So you know what? Sorry about that. Let me demote into the this just so that we can see. Okay, great. So perfect. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and clay. Eyedropper. This here, and then just going to add some lights. Okay, this is actually set to single, not to continuous, so it's kind of like I'm adding in lights like frosting. So yeah, here. Go. Usually there's some light on the joints too. Okay. Where else? So okay, so there's. Let's go ahead and remove mirror. Continuous. No, let's put it to single. Perfect. So, you know, I might actually just, nope. And there we go. Maybe just hide it as well, so we don't see it as an object. Okay, well I can't do that. So perfect. So this is Snowball. That's such overkill. For a second. This is the lights. Okay, maybe. I kind of liked it when it was more. It kind of sounds like the music in Bridgerton. Okay, great. Maybe some lights here and there, inside of the armpits and stuff. See? Can't really see it. Oh, mirror's off. Okay. So here's Snowball, people. Just a second. So perfect. Maybe you can add some wires or correct where the wires are. Like shoulder, so that's gonna be inside body. Helmet. Cobblers. Nope. Perfect. Alright, so let's just go fix them up. make sure that they're not. Okay, and also, so we don't need. Or you know what? Probably actually going to add some. So file, save. And let's go ahead and add some cables over here. It's like this. Set it to continuous. Give it some steady stroke. Select the right color. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, it's not right. Okay, perfect. Probably even add some geometry just to make sure that actions increase geometry. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, why is... Okay, maybe no taper as well. Which, that's the size of the brush when you start and when you finish. So, just add some detail. Because in the show there, this guy has tons of cables. Okay. See if I'm able to wrap around this piston again. And maybe not. Wait a second. So. Maybe so add some on the legs, you know, maybe I have to make them a bit smaller too. Okay. Well, it doesn't make much sense that the cables would be smaller around his legs. That's actually where they'd be bigger because we've got a lot of power going through there, or like, you know. So actually make them bigger. So big fat cable. So here is Snowball. It's very fitting with the music. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining. It was really fun. It was quite different there, and I think I'll try to set up a second kind of visual overlay for when I'm doing the details, so that you guys can see through the helmet and see more of what's going on, because when I'm adding those small details and stuff, you don't really notice what's going on. So again, let's get close up on the face, and I'm gonna have to try to set up the camera differently. There we go. Alright, thanks everyone, merci à tous là, pour avoir été passé. Là. Je sais que je parlais un peu moins ce coup-ci, mais c'était un modèle qui était un peu plus compliqué à faire. Donc on va aller sauver, puis je vais vous encore une fois là, thanks to everyone, and have a good Saturday evening. I'm actually going to be playing D&D, so that should be fun. Alright, have a good time, guys.